smoking hot. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network. I am Richard Hurst, and tonight we are with Asphalt Outlaws Racing, and we are going to be here at Sonoma Raceway, so they're going to be making those left and right turns. There's going to be about 10 turns on this particular track here, and there's going to be no cautions here tonight unless it is blocking the tracks. So if they get into an incident, they're going to have a long 2 mile trip, actually 1.99 mile trip around this huge track to get back to pit road to utilize their one fast repair. But it should be very exciting race here tonight. We have about 17 drivers loaded in. They should be getting to qualifying very shortly. But while we are waiting on that, let's go ahead and take a look at those points. And the points are as followed. Mark Beverly, he is going to be sitting in the number one spot. You got Bill Hales sitting right there in second. You got Joe Yakes in a third. Fourth is going to be Dougie Higgins. Fifth is going to be Haas Beverly. He does have a win. Jesse Wise is going to be sitting in sixth. Seventh is going to be Michael Miller. Danny Banfield, he is going to be sitting in eighth with a win. You got Schilling, he is going to be sitting in ninth. 10th is going to be Jesse Calloway. 11th is going to be Nick Lawrence. Eric Hegdahl is going to be sitting in 12th. 13th is going to be Clinton Woodby. 14th is going to be Tyler Beverly. 15th is going to be Mike Woods. 16th is going to be Jody Banfield. 17th is going to be Tyler Puckett. 18th is going to be Rick LePage. 19th is going to be Dylan Pass. 20th is going to be Keith Prince. All right, looks like qualifying is going to be taking place as of right now. We do have 2 laps for them to set one of those blazing fast qualifying times. And it looks like Danny Banfield, he did have some good laps in the qualifying. But let's take a look at our race info for tonight. And we'll go to a screen that you can actually see it. There we go. Sonoma Raceway is going to have 45 laps. We're going to see a stage break at lap number 20, 1.99 miles. You got 10 turns. You got 70% fuel tonight. You got 4 sets of tires, and you're going to have that one fast repair. All right, and let's go take a look and see how Billy is handling these corners, or Bill Hales. And good luck on me counting all the turns here tonight. As it can be very tricky, and you might call I might call the wrong turn, but we do have 10 turns, so I'll try to do my best at that. I don't call a lot of road courses. This is the only one on their schedule. I don't call a lot of road courses, but we'll do the best we can. It's probably going to get pretty spread out here. Michael Newman, he is going to be out there on the track also. Nice looking cars out here on the racetrack. Mike Wood Sr. is going to be out here, and that is going to be one of those Sonic graphics design racing schemes. And if you just tuned into the stream, we did have their ad playing just before we went completely live. So definitely go back and take a look at some of their graphics designs. They have some awesome schemes, that they put together. It looks like they put a lot of time, a lot of effort to making sure that their customers are happy. So definitely go out and check out some of their work at the Sonic Racing Designs. And we'll see if we can get a little bit closer up. There it is. Look at that detail on that Toyota Supra. Nice looking detail. Love the graphics on that car there. And we'll go through the field and see if we can find any other. Oh, we got the Ford Performance Racing School. Actually, I race almost the same exact paint. Not exact, but same paint. Got the Red Bull out there, Red Bull Toyota Supra. That's going to be driven by Eric Hegdahl. We'll put a little bit of information up there. Travelers Rest, South Carolina. And that is Season 2 champion. Bill Hales is right now on the pole. Oop, got to get rid of that. They're not at Charlotte. Sorry. And let's go ahead and correct that. And it is not updating. Oh, that's great. All right, and see, this is why we load in early, just in case we have these problems, because that is not going away. So we'll just go ahead and close out SDK just for a moment and let it catch up with itself. Sometimes it messes up, sometimes it doesn't. And I believe it is trying to catch up with itself. And let's go ahead and close that out. Sorry if your screen went blank. I got to get the SDK off the screen. Sometimes it's trying to process a little bit of information and it just freezes up, locks up, and it can't process that information. But we were able to get it cleared out. We're going to restart that, and luckily that happened right before the green flag took place, because it is definitely hard to get that back up and going before everything. And there we go. Make sure all my information is right. Yes, it is. We got it. Well, it looks like they're in their warm-up stage. We got about 4 minutes until we go racing. Looks like Will Runnall, he is going to be right. He is going to go ahead and get some of that practice in. You know, we've seen some of these guys play around in practice. And let's go ahead and see if we can take a look at their best lap times from the qualifying. I don't know if it's going to show me, but qualifying is going to be as followed. You got Jody Benfield. He is going to be sitting on the pole. You got Bill Hales. He is going to be sitting in second. Third is going to be Eric Hegdahl. Joe Yakes is going to be sitting in fourth. Fifth is going to be Michael Miller. Clint Woodby is going to be starting in sixth. Seventh is going to be Jesse Wise. Eighth is going to be Evan Schilling. Ninth is going to be Michael Newman. 10th is going to be Mike Wood. Haas Beverly going to be sitting in 11th at the start. Danny Banfield is going to be sitting in 12th. Keith Prince is going to be sitting 13th. Dougie Higgins is going to be sitting in 14th. Patrick Baldwin is going to be sitting in 15th. Jesse Calloway is going to be starting in 16th. 17th is going to be Jonathan Herbert, and Will Reinald is going to be starting in 18th. We'll go ahead and hide that. We'll ride along with a few drivers and see how they are making out. And so far, I see the 92. He is coming down the S-curves down the back. And let's go ahead and see if we can ride along with him. We'll go to his cockpit cam, and I know that the sound is not on just yet, but we'll ride along with him just for a few minutes. Got a couple of viewers out there on the stream. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Mark Beverly saying, good luck, boys. Mark Beverly will not be joining us tonight, but He is out there supporting his drivers. Glad to see him out there. Definitely some uphills and downhills here at Sonoma. It looks like Woodby is got this track pretty much figured out. A lot of redlining, a lot of gear changing. There he gets a little bit loose, and here he comes to that tight 90-degree right-hand turn. And there he is going to hit those rumble strips, and I believe those rumble strips are going to give him maybe a little bit of problems here tonight. But here he comes, and down to, I'm going to say this going to be a horseshoe. And like I said, I'm not very familiar with this track, as I have not raced it actually at all. And looks like that car is going to get a little bit of a handful, but gonna have 45 laps here, so 2 miles. That's a lot of racing, and let's see if we can. It's not going to give me a lap time until. See if I can look at the last lap time, best lap time. Nope, I can't see any of that information because they are in the warm-up. It's not going to give me any information unless he crosses the start-finish line, because this is his second lap. They had about 1 minute and 24 seconds. Herbert ran 1 minute and 39. So you can see a little bit of difference, which they may not be pushing these cars very hard, but it looks like we are getting ready to go green flag racing, and that timer will expire in about now. So the warm-up is done and over, and like I said, I'm not very familiar with this track, so I will do my best. But I want to give a shout out to some of the sponsors out there, and that's going to be the Winning Bid diecast auctions. You got Sonic Designs, and you got the admin box, which we did throw one of their commercials up just before the stream. All right, we'll go ahead and turn those sounds up so we can hear those cars crank up. If you're new to this channel, we want to welcome you to the Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. And please hit that like, share, and subscribe so you know when we go live, and you can see the amazing races that the leagues that we broadcast for put on. And this one is going to be one of them. Let's see what kind of show they can put on. 18 drivers on the track. Let's see how hopefully none of them wreck out on the first lap. Don't want to see that, because this is going to be a very long tow if you demolish that car too early, and you could possibly go quite a few laps down just by towing. Jody Banfield is going to be on the pole. Bill Hales is waiting for him to load in. He is going to be on that outside lane. He is not loaded in yet. We're going to go to another camera. There we go. We're about to start rolling. Bill Hales did not load in, and neither did Kenneth Price. So they're going to be starting from the pits if they decide to race here tonight. So the 87, he is going to take over the outside lane or inside lane, depending on which way you look at the track. It's going to be a little bit of left-hand right calling because of the left-hand and right-hand turns. So like I said, I will do my best to make sure I get those calls as accurate as possible. 92 is in that the Winning Bid diecast auctions, so definitely go check them out and see what kind of auctions that you can win with that Winning Bid. 77, Mike Miller, he's going to be in that Caterpillar. Number 77, Toyota Supra. You got Schilling going to be right there to his right side. He's Jesse Wise. In his Coolers Toyota Supra, Michael Newman. Nice looking paints out here. That is going to be, actually, if Mark is watching, that is going to be my co-broadcaster. That is going to be probably one of his favorites. He loves the DC Comics. He loves the Joker's car. And there is another one of our Another one of our sponsors, Limelight Photography, and that is going to be the sponsor on Will Reinald's car. All right, looks like we are getting ready to go green, and we are going to be riding with the 98 on this green flag. And there it is. Our green flag is presented by the Winnipeg Diecast Auctions, one of the proud sponsors of the Asphalt Outlaws Racing. And the green flag is out. We're going to go back full screen racing. And it looks like the 98 got a pretty good jump. They're going to be 2x2 back here in the back, and that's going to be the 34. He is going to be trying to make his way up already. He is going to be up 5 positions. He started in 10th, and now they are making their way around this windy road course. But as of right now, Jody Banfield, he is going to have the lead, and he has got Eric Hagdahl right there on his back bumper. Going to hit the rumble strips coming into the tight right-hand corner and through the horseshoe, and it's pretty much single file racing as far as the eye can see. A lot of pit strategy might play in tonight, and it looks like we already got somebody around, and that is going to be the 92. He is going to be out of shape. That is going to be Clinton Woodby. He does get back on the track, and no harm, no foul. Does not collect anybody. He might have got a pit penalty if it deemed him cutting the course, but he is going to be right back there out on the track, and he is going to be able to fight for some more positions. We got a battle for it. This is going to be Danny Banfield. He is going to make the pass on the 43 on the right-hand side, and here they come through that big horseshoe at the end, coming to the start-finish line. It is going to be all that number 4 in the 10th position. Up 2 spots from where he started. You got Jesse Calloway. He is going to be also up a couple positions. That's going to be a 7th position, now 8. He was able to make the pass in that liquid death machine. Jody Banfield, let's, where did my ticker go? There it is. And we'll put a gap up there. Jody Banfield has worked his way out to about 1.3 second lead over Hagdahl. Hagdahl has a little bit of gap, about a 1 second gap between him and Joe Yakes coming through those S turns, and looks like let's go to a different, maybe a little bit wider camera angle so we can see exactly what's going on. And there is that 87 machine of Joe Yakes. Got the 77 right there in tow. He is already going to be falling off about 2.3 seconds back, and next car back is going to be about 5 seconds. That's going to be that number 41 machine of Dougie Higgins, and it looks like he is struggling just a little bit to keep up with the top 5, but he is actually the biggest. Tied with the biggest mover. He is going to be up 8 positions. Here they come to that big horseshoe at the end of the track, coming to the start-finish line. He is going to have the 5th position with nobody in challenge. 34 Liquid Death Machine, and that is going to be Jesse Calloway making another move to the right-hand side of the 18. 18 gets a little bit loose. He still has the 69 of Jesse Wise. Going to be right there behind him in that Coolers Toyota Supra. I would say the whole name, but we are live on stream. And this is going to be a 3-car battle for the 6 positions. Jesse Calloway going to be up 9 positions here. He comes to that left-hand turn up the hill. Definitely got to be careful on the gas as the car can't get upset going up and down the hills that this track presents. And through that right-hand 90-degree turn, and it looks like everybody is free and clear. No mistakes as of yet out of those. Hoss Beverly said he was going to put in a couple laps, and that is what he's going to do. And it looks like the 12 right behind him. That is going to be Michael Newman. He made a wide right-hand turn, and he was all on the apron of that that 90-degree right-hander. So it's pretty spread out as everybody is chasing this guy right here in that number 98 machine, and he is already coming to lap number 4 of 45. So about 41 laps here to go, and he has already extended his lead out to about 2.8 seconds. Climbing up the hill in the S turn is going to make that. Going to make that right-hand turn. Got to make sure you are definitely feathering that throttle. And you know what? Let's take a ride with him and see how he is maneuvering around this track. It looks like he has put in a little bit of practice as he is smooth on the gas and smooth on the brakes. And it looks like, oh, William has got into a problem, and that is going to be the number 17. And let's go and see. Haas Beverly went off track. Let's go back here and see what's going on back here. This is a little bit of battle between the 7 and the 17. It looks like he got that car straightened out, but he did have a problem. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Mr. William. There you see he's with the 22 and the 43. 43 is going to be Mike Wood Sr. And the 17 is going to bring it, trying to make it around the 22 of Haas Beverly, and trying to make that right-hand turn, and it looks like that car is not going to turn, and when it starts, it gets loose. Does he collect anybody? Ooh, almost. 43 trying to make an evasive maneuver, and is he going to be able to make it by? Yes, he is. So no caution is going to fly because that is a single car incident, and he is not blocking the track. So everybody made it by that time, and we're going to go back full screen, but he did get that car straightened out, and we're going to go back full screen. And now 4.6 seconds separates our leader from the second place of Eric Hegdahl, and Joe Yanks is actually caught up with that 11 machine. Now this could be due to the 11 either saving his tires or he's using them up too much. And we got a couple back there crashing. That's going to be Michael Newman and Patrick Baldwin. And we might have to go back and take a look and see what happened to them in just a second. But this is a nice little battle as they are coming out of the big horseshoe, coming to the start-finish line. It is going to be 2 and 3, about, I'd say about 0.6 of a second separates those two. Looks like the 11 had a pretty good run off of the S-turns, up the hill, through the right-hand corner. And Tyler Beverly out there saying, let's go. 6 laps down. Still a lot of racing left to go. Ooh. Up on 2 wheels, the 87 is. Got a little bit of loose coming out of that turn, but he does have it. He does have it handled. And here they come into that right-hander. No harm, no foul, and he is going to be right there on the back bumper. And this is going to be, like I said, this is going to be a battle for the second position. But he's got a little bit of distance. The 11 got off the corner. He did create a little bit more distance coming through the S turns. And 87 is he's just putting the power down. He's able to make up a little bit of ground in certain areas of the track, but 11 is putting the power down in other areas and creating that distance. So he's got about 0.7 of a second. Here they come to the big horseshoe. I think this is turn number 10. If they consider that turn number 10, I'll have to count them. But it looks like the 11 got a better turn, got a better corner off of turn number 10, and across the start-finish line, he has made it out to about a second now from Yakes. Michael Newman showing that he has crashed once again, and he came back up on track. And let's go ride with Michael Newman. He looks like he has a badly damaged race car, and let's go take a look and find out what happened. How did he get that damage? There he is battling with the 88. He is going to come around turn number 10 and put the power down. Is he going to be able to hold it? We'll go full speed just a little bit, coming through the left-hand turn just before the start-finish line. And he just loses that car, and he smacks the wall. He is going to be right there in the middle of the track. He does get it out of the way. Good job by Michael Newman. All right, we'll go back live and see where everybody's at on the track. Once again, Jody Banfield is going to be your leader. He is going to be out to 6.7 seconds out, and there he is going to put Haas Beverly, the first car, 1 lap down. You get second place of Eric Hegdahl. He is going to be a second. He is going to be up 1 position. Joe Yakes, this is still a battle for the second place. They are still within striking distance of each other, but 87 is going to be in third. The 77 of Michael Miller, he's going to be in fourth. One of the biggest movers of the race, Dougie Higgins, he is going to be in fifth, up 8 spots from where he started in that number 41 Chevrolet Camaro. Danny Banfield, he's going to be up 6 positions in that number 4 machine. He is, love that paint scheme. I actually got a die cast matching that exact paint scheme, but he is trying to stay in the 6th position. Got Jesse Calloway. He is going to be another big mover of the race. He is going to be also up 8 positions, and he is working all over the back bumper. And oh my God, he gets to loose. He hit that rumble strip right there on the left-hand side, and he got that car loose coming up the hill. And now he's going to come down the hill to that 90-degree right-hander, and he has got the 18 of Evan Schilling. He is going to be right there, trying to take that position away due to that mistake that he had. But that 34 machine has been a rocket ship here so far. So let's see how far he can make it up the field or through the field. But we got about 12 laps to go. But once the leader crosses the start-finish line, we'll have about 11. And the leader is crossing over right now. So 11 laps to go left before we see that stage break and everybody gets caught back up. There you see the 53 of Bill Hales. He has a little bit of front end damage that was due to an earlier incident, and it looks like that car is not handling like he wants it to, but he's still got a lot of racing left to go. He doesn't want to stop in and use that fast repair yet, but if he has to, he will. But they are waiting for that stage break. Now, like I said, they do have 70% fuel here tonight with 4 sets of tires, and that's plenty of tires. If you weren't so far back, maybe you can use a little strategy. Maybe go in and get a fresh set of 4 fresh Feel Goods, and top it off with some Go-Go juice. I'm not exactly sure of how long they could go on a tank of fuel, but if I had to guess, I'm going to say between 15 and 17 laps for fuel. Got 12 viewers out there on the chat, or out there on the stream. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Like I said, I don't really call these road courses. When I do, I usually have a co-commentator, but it is all me tonight. Hopefully, my Discord is disconnected for whatever reason. Oh, sorry about that. Well, my Discord has disconnected, but I had to go over and make sure everything was live. But still not a bad race left to go. We have 10 laps until we see that stage break caution, and it's still the 11 and the 87 battling it out for the position. You got Dougie Higgins in that 41 ride. 2 tires once again, and coming into that right-hand turn, he hit that rumble strip, and he put that car up on 2 wheels. But he is going to be up 9 positions. Michael Miller is going to be dropping down to the 5th position. He was up to 4th, and now he is dropping back. Maybe saving what he has, maybe not pushing it too hard. He has a top 5 position as of right now, and he might be able to keep it if he can keep that car in the win like he has so far in the last 10 laps. Danny Banfield up at 6 positions. He's trying to create a little bit of distance between him and Jesse Calloway. Jesse Calloway has been a rocket ship. He's also up 8 positions, so he is going to be our second mover of the race. Not exactly sure of what happened to my Discord, but hopefully everybody can hear me all right. If you can, just let me know. If I am having any problems, just let me know. Looking over here on the YouTube side, it looks like everything is pretty good. But I did lose my iRacing, or my Chris Miller out there saying, let's go 77. time to see that winner's circle. All right, it looks like my Discord decided it finally wanted to come back up, but looks like everybody is still out there on the stream. So, like I said, if you see any problems, please let me know. I don't know if there's any problems without going and checking, but hopefully y'all can be my eyes and ears for those particular issues. Well, right along with the 11. And that is going to be Eric Higdahl, and it looks like he has got a pretty good handle. He has fallen back about 9.4 seconds from the leader, and that is amazing. But he's still got Yakes right there on his heels. Ooh, a little bit of two-wheel action right there, coming through that hard right-hand turn. And here he goes. He's going to have to get that car slowed down to make this small horseshoe as he comes out nice and smooth. Let's see how Joe Yakes is taking these corners, and there you can see that 11 right there in front of him, and this is going to be in the third position. He makes up a lot of time coming through those two turns. The 11 looks like he is a little bit better in the S turns, as the 87 got a little bit loose. He had to back up off of it just a little bit. It got another indication that somebody went off track. And that is going to be Michael Miller going off track. Well, let's go back full screen and see if we can go take a look at the 77. It looks like he is having a hard time, and he is playing in the sandbox, and he is going to lose a position, and that is going to be to Danny Banfield. Now he is going to be up. Now Danny Banfield is going to be up 7 positions, and he has got that 34 of Jesse Calloway. He has got him right there on his back bumper, so we might see a position change there, but no harm, no foul. That 77 Toyota Supra is going to be still up in the top 10, and we're going to see that stage break in about 7 laps. Well, while we got a little bit of green flag racing, we're going to step side by side and take a look at our sponsors of tonight's race. All right, well, I am going to work on something real quick. I don't know why this messed up, but we're going to try to fix this problem real quick, as sometimes you just got to trying to get that SDK back up and going on this side of everything, but it doesn't seem to want to work, so we're going to try to close it out once again and see if that works, and we'll open it back up. And no go on that, but that's okay. We do have it on. No, never mind. It just went away too. SDK does not want to play nicely this evening, but that's okay. I mean, we still are under green flag racing. We still have Eric Hegdahl. He is going to be right back there. Is still in second. Still got Joe Yakes right there in the third position, all over the back bumper of that number 11 machine. And let's take a ride on the gearbox of the number 11 and show you just how close this battle is. A lot of spread out drivers, as you know, nothing wants to work. Trying to get that information back up there on the screen for you, but is not wanting to connect for whatever reason. But we do have a little bit of information over here on the ATVO side. So we'll go ahead and throw that back up there, and there we are. Sorry about that. I usually don't have these particular problems. You try to get loaded in early and make sure everything is, working properly, but sometimes they want to cooperate, sometimes they don't. Let's look over here on this side of everything. We'll see if we can't get that loaded in. Well, it'll be all right, because we still have 3 laps to go until we see that stage break. We will see, actually, once the leader crosses the start-finish line, it will be 2 laps to go. Then the admin will throw the caution, and we will see everybody get bunched up and back together. Now, there's only going to be 10 cars on the lead lap as of right now, and the first car 1 lap down is going to be Jesse Wise in that number 69. He is going to be the first car 1 lap down, so he will get the lucky dog. He will have to take that long 2-mile trip around. You got Michael Miller. He is going to be right there in that number 77. He is, let's see, Michael Miller, he is going to be about 58. He's going to be about 1.1 seconds back from the leader, so he has got a little ways. He's got the 88 and the 88 in between him and the leader, so we will see this caution before the leader catches up. Unless something does happen to that 77, we will see that caution, so he will be able to stay on the lead lap. 88, and that's going to be Jonathan Herbert. He is already a lap down. He is going to be the third car 1 lap down, so he's got a little bit of making up to do in the next 2 laps or so. And this could have been due to a pit strategy, or just that car not handling the best. Since I reset the SDK, I don't have that information if they did pit. I apologize for that. But let's go back and take a look and see how Bill Hale is doing. Bill Hales, he is going to be riding in the 9th position. He is going to be right there in front of the 77. 77 is not too far back, so he could make up a position if he can put the hammer down and catch up a little bit. But it looks like the 18 is going to be under fire from the 53. 53 is trying to make a move. He's got a little bit of damage on the front end of that race car. It's going to be really messing with the handling just a little bit. But as soon as the leader hits the start-finish line, we will see that caution fly, and we are on our last lap of this stage, and it is going to be all Jody Banfield, pretty much out here dominating this thing, out 18.7 seconds to second place. Now, third place is still under fire. They just made a pass on somebody without a hood, so that car is going to be limping around, and I'm trying to figure out who that is. Right now, that is going to be the 7. So the 7 is really, really damaged, but he is out here still making laps, still trying to put in the effort to make something happen. But this, there we see the 69 getting past, and that is going to be Jesse Wise. But it looks like the stage break will fly here at lap number 20. The leader has passed the start-finish line, and here they come through turn number 10. And the 87 is going to get loose, so he's not going to be able to make up that ground. So it's going to be all second place points for the stage break. Danny Banfield has worked himself up to the 4th position, up 8 spots. Jesse Calloway, he is going to be up 11 spots. Now it's going to be very interesting because he started towards the back, and now he is going to have a top 5 position. Can he make it up there to Banfield and see what he can do, through in the next 25 laps? Ooh, the 4 gets a little bit loose. Is it going to be a drag race to the start-finish line? Can the 34 get around that 4? No, it looks like the 34 had a little bit better off corner than the 34, so he created a little bit of distance. But here comes that 34 up the hill through the S-turns, and they are going to be pretty much nose to tail within about 0.2 of a second from each other for that 4th position. So what a great battle this is, and there it is. There is the yellow flag. So everybody is made their way around, and here, and everybody is going to get all slowed down and caught back up. And I can't wait to see what the 34 does. Being up towards the front, can he make the positions up? Still got quite a few viewers out there on the stream. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I know these road courses can get very spread out, but they can have a pretty darn good battles. And we will see them here. We will see what happens here very, very shortly. But let's see if we can, once everybody makes their pit stops, we'll see if we can track down our leader, if he is in the pits. Nope, he is not. Or in the Discord. No, he is not in the Discord. But we do have our biggest mover. That's going to be the 34. He is going to be right there in 5th. So we'll see if we can't take a gander and talk to him once he goes ahead and makes his pit stop. Everybody has a little while to get caught up because this is a 2-mile track. And they still have to catch that pace car. Let's see where Jody Banfield is. He has caught the pace car. Okay. He's doing about 60 miles an hour. Pace speed is going to be 60 miles an hour. 11 has caught up. Joe Yakes is caught up. And they're going to go ahead and bring their cars down pit road. It looks like Danny Banfield, he's got a rocket ship underneath his seat. The 7 is the 7 definitely looking to see this caution because he has half a race car left. I guess you don't need a pretty car to finish the race, but that car must be a little bit slower than everybody else. He is going to be shown 3 laps down, so I hate to see that. And it looks like he is sporting the IK9.com on the side of his car. everybody in pit road. We're going to bring up Mr. Jesse Calloway after he makes his pit stop. He is going to make that long stretch down pit road. 98's already going to be down and away, and the 11's going to be already down and away. And, you know, while we were waiting, let's go ahead and see if we can bring that 11 up to the booth. And where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. And Southpaws. Mr. Eric, this is Richard up at the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, man. How are you?
I am doing all right. Listen, that 11 looks like it's got a bit of speed in it, but that 98 looks like it's got a little bit more. Tell us, you know, how is that car handling? Do you have anything for that 98? He looks like a rocket ship out there.
Yeah, man. It looks like he has a lot more grip than me, that's for sure. A lot of times he's running. I know I can hit him, but, like, I'm on the edge of control when I do. So, it's like, I just kind of, risk versus reward. You know, I think at the end of the day, I'm second or third place car. I don't have a lot of experience here, so I'm still trying to learn the track. But had a good battle with Joe there. I know he was probably quicker than me, but I was able to somehow maintain second and see what happens here on the restart.
Absolutely. Well, you and him have been going back and forth. It looks like you're a little bit better in some turns than he is, and he's a little bit better in other turns than you are. So it's a little bit of back and forth action. Y'all, looking at the lap times, he's running a 119.69 to your 119.51. So y'all are pretty much equally matched in the field. So, man, it's been pretty exciting to watch y'all go battle it out. But looks like y'all are going to get ready to take the restart. Now, which line do you prefer on this restart? I don't see the leader. So, you know, what do you think is the best line to restart from?
I'm not really sure which line I want to be on. I guess, I'm just happy to be on the front row, I guess. But, you know, it's at least I have more of a chance to get the lead, or, you know, have a chance to battle Jody here if I'm on the front row. So, see what happens.
Absolutely. Well, you're up one position from where you started initially started the race, and you got a couple fast cars behind you. You got Jesse Calloway. He is up 11 positions, starting in fifth. So, be on the lookout for that number 34 Liquid Death Machine. He might be coming.
Oh, yeah, Callaway, he's always a contender, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I'll let you get back down there to your teammate, to your team chat, and, man, appreciate you stopping and talking with me.
Yes, sir, man, I appreciate it.
All right, it looks like everybody is getting caught back up, and they better hurry because they are about to go green, and everybody is still spread out as the leader is coming to the to the green flag because the pace car is off, and not everybody is there. I don't know how this is going to work out, but don't know if the advantage is going to be there, and there we go. Oh, okay. They did extend the yellow flag here at lap number 23 because everybody was not caught up. Now, everybody might get caught up. And, you know, they might go ahead and advance it. And so they'll have like one to green. But everybody should get caught up right here, waiting on the pace car to come through. And, you know, now we got a little bit of time to really go back and talk to Callaway if he's got a moment. So let's bring him up to the broadcast booth. He is down there in the Loose Lug Nuts team chat. Jesse Callaway, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey there. You got me?
Yes, sir. I definitely do. Man, that 34 Liquid Death Machine has been a rocket ship out there. You are the biggest mover of the race so far. You're restarting in the fifth position. You know, tell us, what do you have? Do you have anything for that leader? He's been showing a lot of speed, but you have found a way to work yourself through the field and, you know, got yourself in a good position.
Yeah, got a really good car. My goal was really to try to get a top 5, so I'm right where I want to be for as far as that goes. But I don't think I have anything for Jody. You know, he's a rocket out there. Unless, you know, you never know what could happen. You get off course or get off balance. Maybe we can move up there a little bit more.
Absolutely. Well, we just wanted to give you some recognition because you had been working your way around that track and up to the top 5. So congratulations on that, and we hope to see that 34, maybe be on the up a few more positions before the race is done.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hopefully we can get there.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you talking with me. I'll send you back down to your chat, and good luck in the rest of your race.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
All right, all right, all right. Well, looks like Michael Miller, he was able to save his spot. He did not go a lap down. He is going to be restarting in the 8th position. Let's go through the field while we have a minute. Looks like the pace car lights are still on. You got Jody Benfield. He is going to be, he started on the pole. He is going to be still sitting there in first. You got Eric Hegedal, we talked to him just a few minutes ago. He has got a pretty good car, a pretty solid car on here at Sonoma, along with Joe Yakes in third. They have been pretty much going at it, pretty much nose to tail this whole race. Got Danny Banfield. He's worked his way up to the 4th position, up 8 spots from where he started this race. Not a bad way to, not a bad way to finish off that stage up in the top 5. You got Jesse Calloway. He is going to be restarting in the 5th position. You got Dougie Higgins. He is going to be restarting in 6th. You got Evan Schillings. He is going to be restarting in 7th, up 1 spot from where he started the race. Michael Miller down 3 spots in that 77 Caterpillar machine. Clint Woodby, he is going to be restarting in 9th, down 3 spots also. 10th is going to be Bill Hales. He is going to be down 8 positions, and I believe he is going to be the last car on the lead lap. Jesse Wise in that number 69 Toyota Supra. He is going to be down 4 positions. First car, 1 lap down. I'm sorry. I think he got the lucky dog. So is he trying to catch up? Yes, he is. He's trying to make his way back around. He's going to be on the tail end of the lead lap. So the first car 1 lap down is going to be the 43 of Mike Woods. 43. If he does, we do see another caution, he will get the wave around. You got Jonathan Herbert. He is going to be sitting in 13th, up 4 spots from where he started. Tear that off. Victor is now playing Daisy. Beverly Haas bringing his car down pit road, and Patrick Baldwin, he is going to be in the 15th spot. That is pretty much where he started, and that car looks a lot better than the last time we saw it. He had no front end, so his pit crew definitely got to work on that race car and got him a front end back. But he's going to be a couple laps down. He is going to be 4 laps down. You got Will. He is going to be out of the race. You got Michael Newman out of the race, and you got Prince out of the race. So it looks like we are going to get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. We're going to take a ride. Yes, those pace car lights are off. So let's get ready to go back Green Flag Racing here at Sonoma Raceway. We only have 20 laps to go, so we'll see these cars. Let's see if the 98 can jump out to his own zip code once again. Everybody should get a double file as they coming through the S turns on the backstretch of Sonoma. Jesse Wise still about 56 seconds back, so he's got a little bit of making up to do before he can get to the tail end of the field, but that's all right. He is going to be on the lead lap. Everybody double file. Here we go, getting ready to come through that big horseshoe on, I believe that's going to be either 9 or 10. All right, here we go. 45-degree left-hand turn, and we should see them go Green Flag Racing once again. And once again, our green flag is presented by the winning bid diecast. Corporal Knight is saying the Porsche. Well, if you're rooting for the Porsche, he has not led the most laps. It looks like this 98 Mustang he has led the most laps. But you got Eric Hegdahl. He is going to be right there in second. Now he has been in second this whole race, and here they come through the 90-degree right-hand turn down the little straightaway, and it is going to be pretty much nose to tail as far as the eye can see. There you see the 87. He's going to be hanging back just a little bit, maybe hoping that the 11 will get loose and he'll be able to take over the second position. But you got that 34 Liquid Death Machine, that Mountain Water Chevrolet Camaro. He is going to be up another position, now up 12 spots, and he is a rocket ship coming through the field. He has already put Danny Banfield down one position. He started in fourth, and now he is back to fifth. You got Dougie Higgins. He is going to be right there in sixth. And so far, it looks like the four wanted to take it a little dirt road riding as he is going down through the gears. Going to get it slowed down to about 40 miles an hour coming out of the turn. Now that has been a turn that had this turn right here coming through this 45-degree left-hand turn. That has been a turn that has gotten most of these drivers as their car has kicked loose. Coming up the hill through the S's, it looks like nose to tail. It looks like who is that going to be right there? That's going to be the 41 all over the back bumper of the 4 of Danny Banfield. I hope Dale Earnhardt makes a surprise appearance. Oh, a waffle. Well, I appreciate y'all out there tearing up the chat. Love to see the chat blowing up, everybody interacting with each other, throwing jokes, cutting jokes. I love a good laugh, so definitely keep it up. And it looks like the 87 of Joe Yanks, he may have found a problem, as he has fallen back a little over a second now, and about 1.6 seconds back to the back bumper of the 11. Now, can that be made up? Now the 11 is actually working on the leader, and this is the first time the leader has been challenged all race. And it looks like we got some chaos going out on the track, and that's going to be the 34. Is he going to be involved in something? Let's go back and take a look. Oh, he has a little bit of damage. We might have to go back and take a look at that, and let's go back while we are under green. And here they come, locking them brakes up. The Ford just got loose right in front of the 34, going to spin them both around. The 18 gets a little bit of piece of that pie. So some damage on that number 34 machine. And there you see that is going to be the 41. He is going to be able to make it right on by. Tearing up the asphalt, that is definitely what's going on here. And let's go back up towards the front, as we had a challenge for the lead, but the 11 has lost a little bit of ground. It looks like that 98 has picked up the speed just a little bit. Last time, it looks like they are running pretty much almost identical lap times. You got 1:18.75, 1:18.62 from the 11, and 1:18.95 from the 87, but it looks like the 87 actually ran the fastest lap time. The 11 is going to be off pace just a little bit, but third place is going to be running the fastest lap time out of the top 3. So if he can keep that pace up, we might see a little bit of a position change, but as of right now, he's going to be way back here in third. He's still going to be about 1.1 seconds back from second place of Higdahl. 41 is going to be up 10 positions. He's going to be a big mover of the race. That's going to be Higgins Jr. He is going to be riding around in fourth. Now he was back there in sixth, and then the 4 got into it along with the 34. 34 is still the biggest mover of the race, but he has got that 92 of Clint Woodby. He is making some moves, and he is going to be right there where he started this race in sixth. Looks like that turn gave him a little bit of problems. Here comes the 4 of Danny Banfield into the picture, and he has got the 18 of Evan Schillings right there behind him. I don't know why I try to call him Eric. Can't cry over spoiled milk. That's how the cookie crumbles for that Mustang. What a great race this has been so far. 15 laps to go, and so far Jody Banfield has led all the laps except for the ones that the Porsche led, and those were under caution. But he was our stage winner. Going to ride the rumble strips around the left-hand S turn. Looks like Danny Banfield is showing that he went off track. It looks like that car is giving him a little bit of problems, and it looks like Jonathan Herbert, he is going to be around on that is going to be the 88 machine. He is going to be around just before turn number 9 before the start-finish line. Well, third place, second and third are starting to heat up their battle as Yakes has closed the gap, and now they are pretty much within about 0.4 of a second from each other. Now these two were battling it out. If you are just tuning in, just before the stage break, they were pretty much nose to tail. The 11 was good in some areas that the 87 was not. There you see he has a little bit of rear brake bias in that car because as soon as he got on the brakes, the rear tires did lock up. But he's got that car turning pretty darn well. But it looks like that last turn coming to the start-finish line, that 11 really takes off and heads up the hill through the S-turns. And this is where that 87 shines. He is going to make up a little bit of ground coming through these S-turns as he has before. But still not a bad night. Be right back. Pizza is done. Oh, yay. What kind we having? Well, let's ride on the 11's gearbox cam, and there you see the gap. That is the 11 and the 87. And let's see if we can find a little bit of battle back here. Let's see if anybody's battling out there. You have the 41. He is going to be all by himself. There's that Liquid Death machine. He is going to be up still 11 positions. Clint Woodby, he has got a little bit of making up left to do. The Ford is going to be out of shape coming through that 90-degree left-hand turn. He is going to be coming down that back stretch and into that small horseshoe. I'm going to say that's like turn number 5. But he's got a little bit of rear damage to that Mustang, and so is that going to be a handling problem for him? Does he have to let up off the gas and, get that car to rotating a little bit better and easy on the gas, as he doesn't have the downforce that he did earlier on? Now, tires could be playing a factor also in this race, as we have 13 laps to go, but they do have a few laps on these tires. There he gets sideways coming through the S-turns right before turn number 9. Does get that car slowed down, easy on the gas, and he is almost into the wall. He gets a little bit sideways, but no harm, no foul. Here's the turn that gives everybody the problems, and it looks like these two cars are going to make it through. Jesse Callaway was able to make up a little bit of distance in the S-turns, but Clint Woodby, he is looking like he is going to be a strong contender for the 5th place position here in the closing laps, where we only have about 13 laps left to go. And Eric Hegdahl, he is going to be catching up to that number 88 machine. We saw him spun around just a little while ago. Is this going to be any problems? Is this going to be what Joe Yakes needed to catch that number 11? And let's ride on board, as looks like the 11 is going to be trying to get around, and it looks like the 88 is going to yield to the 11, and that is not going to slow that 11 down very much, as here he comes into turn number 9. Is he going to be able to get to that back bumper? 9 takes it a really tight turn, gets off the corner, and he is gone. Well, I believe that's going to be the closest battle on the track, and looks like the 41, he is still going to be all by himself. You still got this little bit of battle between Woodby and Callaway. Looks like Callaway coming into turn number 2. He does have a little bit of advantage. 34 gets a little bit of wheel spin, and that's going to be what the 92 needed to get a little bit closer. There they go down the hill and back up the hill to that right-hander, and coming to that 90-degree right-hand turn. And it looks like the 34 is just a little bit better through that area of the track, but that 92 is definitely coming for that 5th position. So we'll stay on this for a little bit. We'll try to crank it up just a little bit. All right, if you're just tuning in, we appreciate y'all stopping by, and hopefully you enjoyed that little bit of segment. Sorry, it's not the best camera angles on on Sonoma to really do a crank it up, but we did get a little bit in, and Megan White out there saying go to 92, and she is going to be rooting for Clinton Woodby. Riding around in that 6th position, trying to catch up to that Liquid Death Mountain Water Machine of Jesse Calloway, up 11 positions, trying to knock him out of the top 5. Will he be able to do it with only 10 laps to go? Everybody still is chasing this number 98 machine that just got loose coming out of turn number 9, going into turn number 10. He is going to be out about 5.4 seconds. So does the 11 of Eric Higdahl have anything left in the tank? We're going to have to see. He has made up a little bit of distance from Joe Yakes, and they were pretty much nose to tail earlier on before the stage break, but now that 11 has created a little bit of distance. We'll take a look at the lap times. Last lap times, he was a lot quicker than the 87. So the 87 has to pick it up just a little bit, unless he is back here saving tires for the end of the race. But it looks like we have Evan. He is back going to be showing a incident, and I don't know exactly what happened to him, but he may have turned that car around. It looks like he's got a little bit of left front damage. No, we had some Michael Miller fans out there, and it looks like he is going to be in the 10th spot. He's going to be down 5 positions, so still in the top 10. That's not a bad night here at Sonoma Raceway. This is not a track that most people, just want to run. I know I definitely don't, and some of these guys were like, I don't know about this track, but they are out here putting on a show for us, and Megan White says, yes, he'll get it. Well, let's go back and tune in and see what he is doing, and he is still right there. And looking at his lap time compared to Callaway's, it looks like they are pretty much identical. 1 minute 22 seconds and .37, and 1 minute 22 seconds .38. So great racing here with 8 laps to go for the 5th position. And it looks like the 92 got a little bit loose and kicked it sideways coming out of turn number 9. Here they come to turn number 10. Cross the start finish line, and it looks like the 34 did gap him just a little bit, but no harm, no foul. They are still within a second of each other. That could be made up in a corner or two. So still a lot of racing left to go. The 1.99 miles, and they have 8 laps, so that's 16 miles left to go. Yay, I could do math today. Check out this little bit of the battle right here, and it looks like Yakes has driven the wheels off of that car. And like I said, unless he is really saving what he has for the last laps, but he is falling off to about 11 seconds back from Higdahl in that number 11 Toyota Supra. 41 is, about 23 seconds back from the lead car. It looks like he is keeping that car nice and clean, but he is going to be up, quite a few positions in the 10th spot. Jesse Calloway still the biggest mover of the race, and if Daniel shout out to Mike Wood, get up there, brother. Mike Wood is down there. He's got that 43 rolling. He is 1 lap down. He was the first car 1 lap down. So I know if they had a caution, he'd be back up there on the lead lap and be battling for positions. Definitely going to be tough to get that lap back here at Sonoma, but still going to keep his car up in the top 15. Next car is going to be Beverly. He is going to be 3 laps down, and it looks like the 98, he is going to be right there on the back bumper of Woods. So he is going to go another lap down. So now he is 2 laps down. And this Jody Banfield, he has just been a rocket ship here tonight, and there has nobody. The 11 was able to keep up with him for just a few moments. There you see Jesse Wise. He is going to be a lap down also. So now he is going to go to the first car 1 lap down. Well, let's check on the 92, and this is going to be Woodby still trying to make the move on the 34, not able to get to that back bumper. They are pretty much evenly matched. He is just having a few problems getting off of turn number 9, trying to get up to that back bumper, that number 34. If he can figure that corner out, I believe he can make up a lot of time because he has to get out of the gas to keep that car straight. But it looks like the 34, he is having just a field day through these S-turns. But the 92, he is a little bit better through those S-turns. Here they come down the hill, then going to go right back up. Going to hit those rumble strips. 34 going to hit the rumble strips, catch a little bit of air on that left side of that car. And here they come to the 90-degree turn. Is he going to be able to make up a little bit of ground? I do believe he is. Gets a little bit sideways, has to get out of the gas a little bit more. Here they come once again through turn number 5, I do believe that is. With 6 laps to go, not a lot of racing left to go. We got 12 miles left. There you got the 4 and 53 still right there within striking distance of each other, and that's a battle for the 7th position. So we may see a little bit of strategy come into style there, or come into play, not style. Well, let's let's see what SDK finds exciting. That's going to be this battle right here. That's going to be the 69 and the 88. That's not for a position. That's Jonathan Herbert and Jesse Wise. Jesse Wise was able to make the pass. Here comes the 92, the 92 and the 34 again. 92 looking a little bit better on the heels of the 34. We'll put the track map back up there so you can see where everybody's at. And here they come, and they are going to come in to turn number 4. And it looks like the 22 is just going to pull over and let them right on by. Here they come to that sharp right-hand corner. Let's see if the 92 can get there. Oh, he does keep it a little bit straighter, and he is right there on the back bumper as they're coming down the... Oh, he's going to overtake it on the inside. Don't overdrive it there. Don't overdrive it, and he does have it. Clint Woodby had it for just a second, and looks like Callaway is going to take it right back on the right-hand side. So that is a great battle for the 5th position. Everybody else still spread out. I'm looking at the ticker and trying to keep an eye on, who's close by and who's not. But this is a great battle for that fifth position. So, Miss Megan, he did have it for a second, but he gave it right back away. But he's still right there. A good contender for that 5th position. Oh, don't get a little bit too loose, and there they go. They're pretty much nose to tail, and SDK can't decide which battle is more exciting. And look at Jesse. Jesse Callaway. He is gonna have turn number 10 all to himself, and he is gonna make up a lot of ground. And here comes the 92 once again. We only have 4 laps to go, and the leader he is out in his own zip code. He is pretty much on his own private island right about now, and we'll go take a look and see where he is at. And there he is. He's going to be coming to 3 laps to go here at Sonoma Raceway. Gets a little bit sideways. He took it through the dirt just a little bit with those left side tires, but he has been a rocket ship out here all night. Eric Hegdahl, he is going to be right there in second. He has no challengers, and his nearest challenger is about six seconds back. Dougie Higgins, he is going to be right there, 27 seconds back, and you still got Callaway and would be right there within 0.7 of a second from each other. This is a great little battle right here, and this is going to be for the 7th position. So you got a battle for the 5th position, and you also got a battle for the 7th position. That's going to be Bill Hales and Danny Banfield. Now, Jody Banfield and Danny Banfield maybe could have linked up and shared a little bit of secrets, but that 98 definitely has something. Here is a little bit of a battle for that 7th position. I told you that was going to happen, and the four gave it away just for a moment, but he had to run off of turn number 10, and coming through the start finish line is going to be all the 4 machine. 22 of Haas Beverly going to be right there. The 7 of Patrick Baldwin going to be right there. Going to yield those positions, not try to get in the way of the people racing it out. And the 4 is going to get on the rumble strips on the right hand side. Going to take an airborne with the right hand side tire. Same with the 53 coming down to that sharp right hander. And nice little. Definitely had a good turn right there, but the 53 is going to be right there once again. We'll check on Jesse Calloway and Clint Woodby. They are still battling it out, and we only have 2 laps to go here at Sonoma Raceway, and it is still anybody's position for the fifth position, and it is still anybody's position for the 7th position. And I wish I could cover both at the same time, but I don't have my co-commentator, or we would be on both cameras. Jesse Calloway makes a mistake, and it looks like the 92 had it for just a second. Now he's going to have the left side, so he's going to have to run into turn number 10. Can he hold it? Jesse Calloway going to be a little bit loose, so Clint Woodby is going to have that 5th position with 2 laps to go. Now the leader is going to be coming to the white flag, and here in about 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds or so, he's going to be just now coming through turn number 8. And this is the battle right here. 92 looking to keep that position. Here they come to the right-hander. Is Jesse Calloway going to be able to get there? As not quite. Oh, he gets a little bit loose. He hit those rumble strips. Coming off the rumble strips, he got a little bit of loose. Here he comes. Is he going to be able to get that car back up the speed and take that position back away? Nope, not this time. But it looks like that 34 is a little bit better in this section of the track. But the 92 is definitely picking up speed. So Clint Woodby might have him a fifth place finish here if he can keep that 34 at bay. And this is where the pass was made, earlier. You can see he has a little bit of right side damage, so he's had a little bit of beating and banging with that 92 machine, probably with the 34. Got to get a good exit on this. He's going to make a wide turn. He's going to have the 34 to his inside. It's going to be a drag race to turn number 10. And here they go. It looks like the 92 is going to have the run off the corner. And we are on our white flag. I apologize. That was such an exciting battle. But our white flag is presented by Limelight Photography. Limelight is one of the proud sponsors of the Asphalt Outlaws Racing. Back to the green flag racing. There you see the 88. He is going to be right there. Is he going to be a problem, or is he going to yield? Oh my goodness, contact between both of them. So the 34 is going to be involved. The 92 is going to be able to make a run for the border and maybe steal a 5th place finish here, or a 5th place finish here. And it looks like Jody Benfield, he was going to bring home the win here at Sonoma. You got Eric Hegdahl. He is going to be his turn. He has no challenger. 3rd is going to be Joe Yakes. 4th is going to be Dougie Higgins if he doesn't make any mistakes coming into turn number 9. But is it going to be all Clint Woodby for the 5th position? Jesse Calloway is still going to be one of the biggest movers. Now it's going to be 2 big movers because we have Jesse Calloway up 10 spots and Dougie Higgins. But let's check into this a little bit of battle. Will we see a bump and run? This is going to be for the 7th position, and they are all over each other's bumpers as they are coming in to turn number 9. And it looks like the 53 is going to look to the inside. Is he going to be able to get there? Yes, he's going to be hard on the brakes. Oh, he locks them up, and the 4 is going to have to almost stop. The 53 is going to be in trouble. Bill Yales is going to be stuck in the tires. He's going to have to back up. Can he get that car rolling before anybody else gets there? Here comes, here comes the 22. Here comes Evan Schillings. Evan Schillings could not get off the corner, so the 53 is going to maintain that 8th position. Wow, what a finish for that 53. He gave it all he had. He was hard on the brakes, had them locked up, had nowhere to go. 4 knew it was gonna come, and he was able to counter that and still bring home that 7th place finish. Jesse Calloway, what a great run by him and Clint Woodby. That was a heck of a run for the last 10 laps or so, and there they are, pretty much door to door, pretty much saying good run to each other. Megan White out there clapping for the 92. Yes, he had a heck of a finish, and I believe, I might bring both of them up. If he is in the chat, I might bring both of them up and let them talk about the race just a little bit. Hopefully, there's not any shouting. I don't know, but that was pretty good. All right, well, that is going to be the end of the race. What an exciting race there at the end for a couple positions. 5th and 7th was awesome. But let's go back and look at that 5th. Let's go back and look at that. Here he comes. This is going to be coming into turn number 9. There you see the 53 is already sideways. He was on the gas. And he is going to be hard on the brakes right here. He knew he wasn't going to be able to stop, but he was just going to send it in there anyways. 8 tires are better than 4. I got to give him that. And you can see those tires just locked up, smoke just flying, and he could not get that car to turn at all. Used the 4 as a little bit of a buffer, but the 4 did a really good job. And the 4 is going to go straight for the tire barrier, and he's going to be stuck right there. Well, if it weren't for the 88, I believe it would have been, definitely a sight to see. But, let's go ahead and let's go back live. Let's go ahead and take a look at our finishing order for tonight. All right, Jody Banfield is started on the pole and finished in first. So he's going to bring home the win here at Sonoma Raceway. Eric Hegdahl, he's going to bring home second. Joe Yakes is going to bring home third. You got Dougie Higgins Jr. is going to be finishing in fourth. Great run by that number 41. The 92 of Clint Woodby, he is going to be finishing in fifth. Jesse Calloway going to be finishing in sixth. Seventh is going to be Danny Banfield. 8th is going to be Bill Hales. 9th is going to be Evan Schillings. 10th is going to be Michael Miller. 11th is going to be Jesse Wise. 12th is going to be Mike Woods. Haas Beverly is going to finish out in 13th. 14th is going to belong to Jonathan Herbert. Patrick Baldwin is going to finish in 15th. Will Renal is going to finish in 16th. Michael Newman is going to finish in 17th. 18th is going to belong to Kenneth Prince. Well, that's going to be your finishing order, and what a race it was here. 45 laps are come and gone. And, that was actually a pretty quick race, and we got all our top 3 up in the waiting room. So let's go ahead, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring up Mr. Joe Yakes, if it will give him to me. There he is. Joe, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. How are you?
Doing all right, man. Well, it looks like you just ran out of steam in that second stage. You weren't able to get to the back bumper of that number 11 like you were just before the stage break. But you did put on a heck of a show for us on camera. Man, tell us how your race went.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The first part of the race, I was just kind of settling in. I still had a few things I wanted to learn from practice, so just took it easy. And then we got tires at the stage, and I was like, all right, I got a little speed, and then just let the tires up, and this is just riding around at that point.
Well, still not a bad finish. You put on a heck of a show, in the first stage. Then it comes to the second stage. You lost a little bit of ground, but that's okay. You did a lot of hard racing here at Sonoma. Great finish here. Definitely a great finish. A lot of momentum. I talked to you, I believe it was last week, and, you had a pretty good mindset coming into Sonoma. So, man, can't beat that on the podium.
Yeah, this place is a lot of fun. I really like this road course. It was cool to come out here and be competitive. I didn't have anything for Jody tonight. He was just on rails, but definitely had a lot of fun racing with Eric. It was really cool that we were able to kind of race side by side there for a little bit at the end of the stage. Kind of wish we didn't have the caution. I would have liked to see what would happen with a little bit of pit strategy there, but other than that, it was fun tonight. I'm exhausted though.
Absolutely. I'm sitting here looking at the rear chase of your car, and I love the Bender helmet, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, wait a minute, what is that in the driver's seat? But man, great finish here tonight. And you know what happens with those podium finishes, man? You earned all the shout outs that you would like to give whenever you're ready, my friend.
Yeah, first I want to shout out my two teammates that were here tonight, Jesse Wise and Jesse Calloway. They both ran some pretty good races. I know they kind of struggled here tonight, but shout out to those guys for sticking with it. And I also want to shout out Glimish. There was no stream tonight, but we'll be back live with them next week. So shout out to those guys. Definitely missing them tonight. But yeah, and it's fun.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to let you go celebrate with your teammates. Appreciate you stopping by, talking with us. Great race here tonight. And we can't wait to see what you can do next week as you are headed to, let me pull up the schedule real quick. Schedule. Dover. So you're going to be at the Monster Mile. Definitely an unpredictable track. How you feeling about the Monster Mile?
I'm feeling pretty good. Dover is one of my favorite tracks. I'm not the best at it, but I really enjoy running laps there and racing there. So I'm definitely up on the wheel, ready for next week. Let's go.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations once again, and we'll let you get back down there with your teammates and celebrate just a little bit, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Not a problem. All right. Well, that was Mr. Joe Yakes. Congratulations once again, that third place finish. Definitely did a lot of driving. And, we're going to bring up Mr. Hegdahl, and let's see what he's got to say. Eric, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that Red Bull definitely gave you wings, and it definitely kept you up in the second position. And just for a little while, in that second stage, you had a lot of speed, and you were showing that speed right there behind Jody Banfield, and you actually were a little bit faster at some points of the race, but you just couldn't quite get around that 98, and he just took off and left everybody behind. But second place finish, that's not a bad way to go. Talk to us a little bit about your race.
First off, congrats to Jody. He really kicked all of our butts. I bought this track earlier in the week, so I didn't really have a lot of hardly any practice, so I had to kind of learn the track in the last couple of days. But clean race overall. I think I only had 1X. That's pretty good. So the first 5 laps of the race, I just made too many mistakes, and my tires were gone after 5 laps, and that second run, I was able to try to save my tires while keep pressure on the 98, but he just eventually got away from me and just destroyed me. So,
well, that's no big deal, no big deal. Well, you made lefts and rights here tonight, and you didn't do too bad, but next week you're headed back into the ovals, and that's going to be the Monster Mile. Now, Joe, he said he was feeling pretty good about that track. He said that's one of his favorites. How are you feeling headed into Dover next week?
Unfortunately, I won't be at Dover next week, but Dover is a pretty good track for me, so I wish I could be there, but I'll be out of town. But overall though, it's been a fun night, and looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely. Well, the second place finish, and that's not a bad way. And missing next week, we'll hate not seeing you there. Love to see this little battle between you and Joe go on at every track. But sorry to hear that you won't be here next week. But definitely we'll be seeing you the week after. But second place finish, you know what happens. You get all the shout outs that you would like to give whenever you're ready.
First off, shout out to the Beverleys for putting on a great league. I enjoy racing in the league, and Sonic Racing Chassis, they painted my car, or some of my cars I have, so shout out to them, and you for putting on a great broadcast every week, and to my competitors, it's a fun league to be a part of.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate that shout out, and I'm pretty sure the Beverleys appreciate that shout out also. It has been a fun league to be broadcasting. But well, my friend, it was safe travels since you won't be here next week. We may not talk to you then, but safe travels, and we'll see you back next time.
All right, man.
All right, well, it is that time where we bring up our winner, and that is going to be Jody Banfield. You know, I just noticed that he had a little bit of, there was a little bit of damage on the right side of that car, but it did not slow him down. He was in his own zip code. He was pretty much racing against time. But without further ado, let's bring up our winner chicken dinner, Jody Banfield. This is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I don't know what your secret was, but you got to tell, you might want to share it with some other drivers because they had nothing for you. You made it, you pretty much had, believe it's 10 cars on the lead lap. You know, that's not a bad way to go. You know, you definitely had a rocket ship out there and nobody had anything for you. Tell us about a little bit about your race.
Just mostly not messing up, keeping the throttle control, keeping the wheels underneath you.
Okay, I give you that because I probably wouldn't be able to do what some of these guys on this track have done tonight. I'd probably be rage quitting or something. But man, that was a very good run. You had a little bit of a challenge in the second stage from the 11, but after he burned up his tires after a couple of laps, you know, y'all were running pretty much close to the same lap times. Actually, I think he was, a couple tenths faster than you at one point, and then he burned him up, and you pretty much took off and lapped a lot of cars. You did have a little bit of right side damage on your car. Sorry, I was not able to catch that, but you still did not slow that Ford Performance Racing School Mustang down.
No, it didn't. I think it was when I was lapping Jesse. I think I didn't know which way he was going to go. And then on that second run, the car just wasn't the same, but I kept on looking in the mirror, so that kept on messing up. And then once I stopped looking in the mirror, that's when I started to take off from him.
Well, congratulations on that win, my friend. And, you got Dover coming up next week. You're going to be back at the ovals. You know, the Monster Mile can be very unpredictable. I love to race that track, but it can get tight, can get loose. But how are you feeling, going into next week?
I feel good about every track except for super speedways.
Great confidence. Well, with those wins and podium finishes, man, you have earned all the shout-outs that you would like to give whenever you're ready.
Just driventoSaveLives.org and my brother for telling me not to F up.
That's always good advice. Well, congratulations once again. I appreciate you stopping in and talking with me. Can't wait to see what you can do next week at Dover. Maybe you can get another win under your belt, but we'll let you go, and hope you have a good weekend.
Thank you, and have a good weekend.
Appreciate that. All right, so I do want to bring up Jesse Calloway and Clint Woodby because they had an awesome, battle going on, and it was back and forth. So I kind of want to bring them up just to let them talk a little bit. They were pretty. Jesse Calloway was a big mover of the race, so let's bring them up and let them talk about their race. I want to see if. Jesse Calloway, you got a copy? Clint Woodby, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm in here.
All right, Clint, I got Jesse in here also. Man, you all put on one heck of a show. You had Megan White out there, clapping for you, cheering you on, and, hoping that you would bring home that top 5. But you and Jesse were going at it side by side for quite a bit, and then a lap car just ended it all. And the 92 was able to get I'm sorry, you are the 92, and you were able to get by the 34. Man, tell us a little bit about that battle. Was it exciting? Or is this going to turn into a rival?
I don't think so. I let him know after the race the dive bomb wasn't intentional. I was just completely out of brakes from trying to keep up with him. I was mainly just hoping he would make a mistake because I wasn't really able to make a pass. I didn't think, but yeah, they're on the at the end. I don't know. I thought the lap car was going to go high. I tried to go low, and we just made contact, but we both still finished where we were. But I wish we could have raced it out at the end there.
Hey guys, I didn't know I was in the booth. Sorry.
Oh yes, I figured I'd bring both of you up and let y'all talk about that battle. It was an epic battle, And Jesse, you were one of the biggest movers of the race, So I thought I would bring y'all up and let y'all talk about that battle because it was great on the stream between you and Clint. That was great, and then you had Danny and Bill right there behind y'all battling it out. Fifth and sixth and seventh and eighth were two epic battles, and I wanted to bring y'all up here and let you know that we were all watching.
Yeah, it was good to have a clean battle like that with Clinton there. So it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Well, fellas, I appreciate it. Jesse, you were one of the biggest movers, so I'll let you give a few shout outs if you'd like to give them because y'all got to prepare for Dover next week.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, thanks to Liquid Death, Mountain Water, Wayway Motorsports, Sonic Graphic Design, and all my teammates. Anybody out there watching, friends and family. And thank you for everything you do for the league, man.
Well, I definitely appreciate that. Well, Granite Falls, North Carolina, man, I'll be up that way next month. I'll be up, well, not too far from you, but I'll be up in North Carolina in Wilmington.
Nice. Yeah, it's a nice area out this way.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, well, Clint, it's your turn, man. You had a great battle, and you had a couple of viewers out there, cheering you on. So I'll let you go ahead and give a few shout-outs.
Yeah, big thanks to Megan. She's my girlfriend. She's always supporting me in everything I do, surprisingly. Blair Peterson, the Win and Bid Diecast Auctions. This is actually the second league he's followed me along, and X Factor Distribution and Keith. Shout out to all those guys over there in Virginia. Go get all your THC products. And yeah, I guess we'll see what we can do next week.
Absolutely. Well, fellas, I appreciate y'all stopping in and talking with me a little bit about y'all's battle, and can't wait to see that continue on maybe next week at Dover.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I forgot where everybody was at.
You're good. I'll make it easy.
All right. All right. Well, tonight, we're going to call it a night, and, we appreciate everybody that stopped by and tuned in to the stream. It was a great race, being a super speedway, even though that people were spread out, congratulations to our top three. Great battle between the 92 and the 34, and a great battle between Danny Banfield and Bill Hales. They put on a great show also. Came down to a last turn stop, and with the braking and everything, I'm pretty sure that the 53 may have been having the same issues, low on those brake pads, but not a bad race at all. I'm glad everybody tuned in, but it's time that we say goodbye. We can't wait to come back next week for the Monster Mile. It is Memorial Day, so I don't say happy Memorial Day, but I hope you have a good holiday. Enjoy the time off from work. Remember the fallen. We know we will be saluting them on Monday, like we always do. Also, Monday night at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, we will be at the We Got Your Six 300. It's going to be 150 laps at Michigan International Speedway. It's going to be presented by Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. So come support the channel, come watch it. It is free to get in. It has been posted in the community, iRacing community chats all over. If you can find it, come join us on the track. You don't have to donate to participate, but we do ask, donations are appreciated. But come participate, come put on a great show as we've seen here tonight. we got about 23 drivers already, but we'd like to have a big field to bring hope back to the track. Now that is, all money collected is going directly to Hope for the Warriors. We do not collect anything. We have a special donation link. It is a registered event through Hope for the Warriors. We do have a special grand marshal from the staff at Hope for the Warriors. So that is going to be one of those great things to have. And so definitely come aboard. We do have a trophy that we're giving away, or a placard for participating to the winner. We do have a couple prizes that we're giving away. We have a paint scheme from racingpaints.com. That is going to be Chris Isaacs. He does really good paints. He's done all my paints. Except for the one that Curtis Ecker is going to be running at Hope for the Warriors. We got your 6. But yeah, come out. Bring your patriotic paint schemes. Join us on Memorial Day, and let's bring hope to the track for the We Got Your 6 300. But that's going to be all for me tonight. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. Help me get this channel out there. Let them know that we're out here and we want to go big or go home. But until then, we will catch you later. We will see y'all next week at Dover. Good night and God bless.